Hello, today we're going to learn how to use the 2D tracker in DaVinci Resolve. I'm going to use this test footage that I took on the beach yesterday night. So let's jump into it. On the left side here we have the original log version of the footage, and on the right a color graded version. So let's stop and go to frame 0 or frame 1. And let's disable the color correction by holding Command P or Control P on Windows. And now let's add our tracker. So press Shift Space and type tracker. And add this after the color corrector. Hold Shift to connect. And zoom in so we can see a little bit easier what we're doing. So I'm going to move this tracker on top of this little rooftop here. And we can see that we have two rectangles. The inner one is the thing that we want to track, and the outer one is the search area. And now we can press track forward and we will get a track of this. Just a few more seconds. Okay, so here we go. And if you look at this result, you can see we have a quite perfect tracking. So let's put something interesting on top of this building. So I'm going to add a paint node by holding Shift Space and type paint. And this should not be connected here, so let's disconnect it. And connect it to the output of the color corrector. And show this in the right view by pressing 2. And now you can see a paintbrush, and if we hold the command key we can change the size of this. And you can change the color as well. So let's make a little arrow and say here. So now we have a small indicator, and to make this stay on all frames we need to make a frame hold. So let's press Shift Space and type time and select time speed, and make sure this is connected and set the time speed to 0. Now this text, if you view this on the right, is stuck there for all frames. Okay, and next we want to remove this background and only keep this text. So let's add a new transparent background. So press Shift Space, type background and select background, and use this instead as the input to the paint node. And then set the alpha to 0. And now if you look at the paint node, then we can see that we have only the text. And now we want to connect this to the tracker. So let's just clean this up a little bit and connect the time speed node to the tracker. And let's look at the result. So we still need to do one more step. So if you select the tracker and go to this second icon and change the operation to match move, and now we can see this text is matched to this tracker. And if we look at this output, so let's press space, then you can see that it follows the building. So let's also enable our color corrector and show this in normal size. And let's run this. It will take a few seconds to cache the result. And as you can see, our indicator is now following this building in the background. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time. Over and out.